Sweeping. I love sweeping. Spider! Die! Alright. Thank you. And welcome back to the recap review. Today we're going over probably the most mass-produced Rahi canister sets, the Visorak. From left to right we have 8744 Oonorak, 8742 Visorak, 8743 Bogarak, 8746 Kilorak, 8747 Sukarak, and 8745 Roparak. Considering they're all clone sets in the exact same build, they all contain approximately 48 pieces, exactly like the Toro Hordika of the same year. And at time of release, also like the Hordika, they're approximately $9. Wow, these guys are definitely unique. Very creative and unique build. I don't think we've seen anything quite like this before. However, I'm always standing corrected. Let's get into the review, starting off with the pros. Right off the bat, we have very unique builds. They introduce a new torso piece, and use some old ones from the past, as well as this husk kind of shell thing. So that's pretty cool. I like the builds. Another pro would be their color schemes. Not only with the introduction of Keat Orange, and you'll find out why it's called that later, but they're all very solid, some of them being quite unique, such as the aforementioned Keat Orange, as well as Roparak's Red and Brown. So the color schemes are very vibrant and concise. They're also a nice change of pace from the primary color and then gray color scheme we've been getting from 2004 into 2005. Another pro would be their points of articulation, being the 3 in the back legs and the 2 in the front. They allow for reasonable posability, which is nice. Another pro would be the dual functions, or 2 functions I should say. The first one being the pincers. Underneath the shell, you have the pincers that are connected by a rubber band. This sharp, jagged looking thing here presses downward, and as you press the head downward, the pincers will close-ish, which is nice. The other function, you take a Ripcord, which comes with each and every one of the Visorak, but this time in black as opposed to the standard dark gray from Toro Hordika, put it in the backside of the Visorak's husk, and off we go. So that's pretty neat. Definitely adds to the playability of the set. Another pro I would have to say is the unique, kind of minuscule customizations to the Visorak. They all generally have something different, but as you can see from my actually unintentional staging of the sets, they come in pairs. Bogarak and Kilorak have the longer, more sleek leg design. Visorak and Sukarak have the Metru legs, and then there are the other two with the Vaki legs. That's actually pretty neat. I like the consistency. They all look like they're from the same general breed of Rahi, but they're all very different. And that is not just specific to their husks, or whatever you call them. So that's very nice. So overall, I would say those are the general pros. Of course, I probably missed some, but that covers the majority of it. Fortunately, we have to get into the cons. First con I would definitely have to say would be the minuscule breaking of the color scheme with the blue pegs. Now this is a con for pretty much all of them except for Sukarak, because his secondary color is Mata Blue. Another con I would have to say would be the flimsiness of the connection of the husk. Fortunately, it is connected like so, and it has to do that for the pincing effect. However, if you have him upside down, okay, sometimes it'll flip over, which is a bit of a shame. Another con I would have to say would be the large amount of openness when you try and pinch the pincers shut. Granted, this may be on just this specific Keelorak, but if it isn't, then that's definitely a con. Another con I would have to say probably be how they're all clone sets. Granted, there are the minuscule differences, but the build is generally the same. You are not going to get something different or a new building experience if you have all of them. One pretty much will suffice. Another con I would have to say, also with the build, is the wobbliness of the legs. This is just a part of the design and doesn't really affect much. However, I would definitely say that as a con. Another con probably be the tiny feet. You know, it works well considering that they're on 4 legs, but I'm sure some would say, this isn't an opinion I personally hold, some would say that that is a con, that it would affect some things. However, it honestly does not. Finally, last con, looking at them from the sides, the construction is quite gappy, and that is definitely unfortunate. Just have a giant hole in your Visorak, so that is a shame. So overall, I would have to say that basically covers them. They're very solid sets, very unique, and they have a lot of playability considering the pincers and the Rotuka function. The new parts are definitely nice with the sleek Visorak feet and the husks, which honestly do have limited uses, but we also get pincers and some nice recolors, which are always nice to see. Also, remember that time where lime green joints didn't break? Remember? No? Me neither. But anyway, that has been the Visorak. I hope you've all enjoyed this review, and if there's anything that I've messed up on or forgotten, please let me know as always. Thank you all very much for watching, and join me next week when I go over another Rahi actually, Kitongu, the owner of Keat Orange. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.